Peace to the world, peace to the world. It's that boy Dominican Rey, RapDepartment. And today is SuckaFree Sundays. Yeah, that's right, SuckaFree Sundays, and it's amazing to be using such a powerful word on a powerful day. I mean, today I saw Pastor Taylor, I think is Tyler Taylor. Don't quote me on his name, but he was the pastor at the Pensacola campus, which I tried to make it one time, but when I was driving back and forth to the east to the west, um, and unfortunately, I could never make it because you got to be there by a certain time, obviously, and a certain day. Um, but yeah, long story short, he was talking about how he started his own church. The good old Lord, Almighty, Creator of all things, called him and sent a message, and he had a calling basically to start his own church, and back in, I guess, his hometown, I think it is, but I know it's in Tennessee, from what I remember, and very hyper guy, high energy, and he was like, but how am I gonna create this church? There's a church in every block. I'm new. A lot of people, got their own church going. There's so many churches, and then he got the sign to create different church. That's the name of the church, different church. And he's doing different things, and I salute that. Um, he actually says that he's creating verses out of the Bible, chapters out of the Bible, on hip hop beats, on beats, which I ain't never heard something like that before, and I'm interested in hearing it. And he says that he got people, I guess, that follow him playing it at their gym, and people ain't even, you know not that they're not realizing it, but people are jamming to it and working out to it, and they're getting their workout while they're listening to the word, the good old word, which is amazing. And the the verses that he quoted and kept repeating today was Philippians chapter 4 verse 6, which was, I'm not going to say the whole thing because I don't know the whole thing, but it was, don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything. And that right there is powerful. That goes for everybody, including myself, because I do worry about certain things. I'm not the type of person to worry. I really don't dwell too much on worrying, but yeah, that was powerful. That hit me really, really strong. And I sent the message to my middle child. Um, I dropped him off early in the morning. Fofi had to go to work today, and you know, nobody likes to get woken up, and nobody wants to, obviously do the things that we have to do in life. And I don't want to tell her too much things because I already had, told her too much things, than yesterday, last night, and throughout the weekend. They were with me the whole weekend, which was amazing, and I appreciate that. Um, but I did speak to my youngest, and I did let her know some stories about the things that I had to do when I was young, and I don't wanna compare myself to the kids these days, and not even grown-ups, because I can count with like two hands certain grown-ups that, to me, they're so irresponsible, you know what I'm saying, and just I don't even know how they I don't even know how they make it in life, what I mean. But I'll tell you one thing: angels protect them, definitely. And God is in favor. But at any rate, I don't want to go off topic, but one of the stories, a couple things I told my youngest was, I always tell them about the things I did to hopefully inspire them because, you know, um, my father and my mother inspired me, and that's why I work as hard as I work. I mean, sometimes I do fall in the trap of, not wanting to do things, and which I'm gonna say something at the end that I heard from another pastor, a different pastor, a while back, and so I told him that when I was young, I was working with my brother at a catering company in Southwest. I'm talking about, when I say South, I'm talking about, like, my little youngin didn't know, but I had to explain to her what I had to do. I live in Miami Lakes, which is Northwest, so I had to go to Southwest, and I'm not talking about Southwest A Street. No, I'm talking about Southwest 200 and something Street. Just think about that, right? So I had to take um I had to take two buses from my crib just to get to the Metro Rail. I had to take the Metro Rail from the Palmetto Station or whatever it is, the one right here by 12th Street by Okeechobee, all the way to the last stop, which was Dayline South or something. The last one, right? And then get on another bus, and that bus takes you through the side road, you know, and then get off and then walk right to my job. So this is just getting to work. Just getting to work was a heavy job. Lucky I was an MC and I was spitting and I was writing rhymes and I was just, just in my mind. And then when I got to work, I was washing dishes from the party before maybe it was a party from the weekend, and I got there Monday, and all that stuff was sitting, right? And then so I would wash all that stuff, 8 hour shift, and then they would probably have a party and would ask me, "Do you mind working the party?" Right? And I would tell them, "Look, I don't got a ride because I know those parties go late," and they'll be like, "We'll find you a ride." So I would go with them, and then I would work all that time, and then wait for somebody after work to take me home. The moral of that story was, it's like, yo, sometimes we don't want to wash dishes at the crib, right? And this goes for myself, right? But I'm like, you don't know what's hard until you really work hard. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I just like to explain certain things to these kids. My kids. So they can kind of understand where I come from. My roots, my background, my upbringing. I've been working since I was like 7 or 8 years old, helping my mom, my dad. You know what I'm saying? All my life I've been working, and I'm gonna continue to work. I love working. I'm not no, I'm not no, slacker, or I'm not a bum. Like certain people used to call me. But one thing that another pastor had told me, which I said that I was gonna mention, was, and I told my youngest this too. If we had the chance to do whatever we wanted, we wouldn't do nothing. Most people, if we had the chance, to choose, if we had the freedom to choose whatever we wanted to do, and we didn't have to do anything, we wouldn't do nothing. And with that said, just stay sucker free. You know what I'm saying? I know my wrongdoings. I know what I need to work on. What do you need to work on? You know what I'm saying? And stay sucker free. Just acknowledge that. And one thing that I definitely want to address also is, I see people posting stuff about, oh, you got, these young generation, or these people, are supporting these suckers, these rappers, these sucker rappers or whatever, and all this stuff. It's like, yo, that's some sucker stuff. Yo, don't worry about the next man. That's also in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Don't count another person's money. Don't be in other people's business. Nobody knows what the next man went through, what the next man lost. You know what I'm saying? We all lose, we all go through stuff. Let's respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to do that. You know, and with that, you know, you'll stay sucker free. Peace and blessings. You know, and I don't want to take this too long, but I feel like this is a powerful message, and hopefully this can help somebody. And one more thing is the pastor from today at Potential Church. Um, said that you know he gets a lot of hate messages and comments, and I've gotten a lot of from my own Dominican people. You know what I'm saying? My Dominican people, right? I get hateful messages like, "Oh, you ain't Dominican, or you ain't really Dominican. You ain't repping for us Dominicans and all that stuff." And you know what, man? All that right there is some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stop that. Stop that. You know what I'm saying? We really we don't need no more hate in this world. We don't need no more, you know what I'm saying, hate messages and whatnot and comments. Keep that to yourself. You know, look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror, and if you good with yourself, keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the next person. Don't worry about the next man. And if you don't like something, like I forgot who said that. It was somebody. Oh, it was somebody that was on an addiction program, recovery program, and she was very confident. I don't know if it was the drugs speaking or whatnot. It doesn't matter, but one thing that really I respected was, if you don't like how I look, if you don't like what I'm doing, don't look and don't watch and don't hear. Go that way. You know what I'm saying? Go that way. You know what I'm saying? Stay from me. I don't need you. You don't need me. And with that said, peace and blessings. I hope you had a great weekend. Have a beautiful week ahead. Memory Mondays is tomorrow, and it's a beautiful day tomorrow, so stay tuned to hear about that.